who are not comfortable in the water outside of just being tired.
All right, guys, it is day 702. First day of the CrossFit Games. We're going to go for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're going to go for 12 to 15 minutes. It is a rest day today, so we're not trying to go too hard. So let's go ahead and make it happen.
So it'll be a lot of different forms that we're watching. He's going in and out. We see the side stroke, but to me, that does take a change from racing to more of a survival mechanism when you get into the water. And I think that's what we saw even Jeff Adler go to when we saw him flip to his back. It was he needed oxygen and he needed it. Athletes are making their way across the field, but get ready for a new event to test your fitness. Introducing the CrossFit Triathlon. Register at cf.games/triathlon-register. Definitely be signing up for that one. Top athletes working their way across. As you can see, a lot of different people going a lot of different directions. Look at the right side of your screen, Adrian. They're swimming completely to the other side of the lake. Somebody need to go check on those guys out there. Whoever's out there, they need to get the safety buoy out that way. Enjoy your 1,000-meter swim at the start of the weekend. Lead changes really spread apart, which is, it's tough when you're out here. And one thing to talk about confidence getting in the water, as you said, I might not be confident here. You have to be confident in getting into a open body of water. I'm sure these athletes have felt this fatigue in a pool. And they can see the edge, they can see the bottom. They know exactly where to go because they have lane lines to guide them. And a black line at the bottom of the pool, you don't have this out there. No, you don't have any of that airborne organization. Yatume leading the females, catching your top 3 guys slowly. Lazar Jukic, a little bit of a fresh up. You'll see that you to catch your breath and re-sign your position. As Tia fixes her goggles as she
got 10.
200. We are just past the 30-minute mark. Time at the left corner.
But it was in 33 seconds, so.
As this is event number 1 for the individual men and women to kick off the 2024 CrossFit Games. You talk about the importance of spotting, Chase. I'll never forget. It was 2012 for me. My first experience going to the CrossFit Games on a team. And we were preparing in the pool, putting down the meters. We made our first swim in open water, and we were supposed to swim to a particular point, and I literally swam 200 meters in the wrong direction. No idea. No one told me at that point, hey, you need to lift your head up, Adrian, and spot. This is the point you need to spot. It's going to help you stay on course, and I was lost completely. Your current leader for the men, I think that might be Yella Oska. I mean, that's a big body in the water. It's hard to miss the big bodies in the field. I'm just gonna, let's put that out there. Wow. Yella Oska. That's really taken to the field. Lazar Jukic behind him. Lazar being a former water polo player, fantastic runner in his own right. As it looks like on the right side of your screen, see it could be moving in a 3rd overall. Right side of your screen, it's actually bottom left, Jeff Adler. Which we've seen backstroke, side stroke, wrong direction. All of it being just a direct twinning of the lead that he was early on the run. Which is surprising just because you know the meticulous nature of his training, Chapman, open water swim, all these athletes should have been doing this. But what it speaks to is the nature of the beast and it's time to show up on TV. What happens in training is different from what happens here. What happens on paper is not necessarily what happens on the leader. And this is why we show up the race. That's right. We go on the line, and then all bets are off once we hit the start. That's right. And there are a lot of things at play here. There's a term that we'll use throughout the course of this week, and it's damage control. Right? In CrossFit, we're trying to find the fittest athlete. That means we're going to test a very wide scope of modalities. We're going to swim, we're going to lift heavy, we're going to do gymnastics. This is simply a couplet of monostructural pieces to run into the swim, and it's going to allow for certain specialities to really shine. So a lot these athletes, I can use Jeff Adler for an example. Maybe he got a lead on the run knowing this was going to be a bit of a struggle for him, knowing that he needed to create some space there so that he got past as little as possible. There's so much strategy at play here that we'll watch unfold over the next several days. It's hard to be sure.
Pushing the what I call on a swim course is a bit of a false summit, because when you're in the water, this looks like the edge of the lake, but once you hit here, you still have about 150 meters left until you get to the boat ramp.
Just an immediate letdown for anybody who's been struggling in the water.
I'm almost there. I know you are not. You are not almost there.
I think now, especially as we near the end here, we've got to consider the fatigue and overall damage and muscle destruction the athletes are already starting to amass here in this fast race with the 3.5 miles on their feet and then a half mile in the water. The lats, fatigue in the legs, all that will play a factor as we continue to make that a
Just at the top of your screen is Yellow Hosta. Second appearance at the CrossFit Games with one event win under his belt. That was the cross-country 5K last year. The man from Belgium is looking to kick his
over 13.
campaign for the 2024 CrossFit Games off with a 100-point win. So you're pushing 35-minute mark. Second place is Lazar Jukic. Would be a great start for him. Definitely better than he had last year on the bike event where he crashed twice.
That's right. And Lazar is just one of those athletes that every time he shows up, man, he is a threat for a top 5 spot every time. He's consistently towards the top. Last year he got there slowly, and this year if he can carry some momentum, it's going to be a great thing.
Making our way last 100 meters. CrossFit fans get 20% off Roka Performance eyewear during the games. Use the code ROKA20 at roka.com. Roka providing the goggles for all the athletes and swim caps to kick off event number 1. As Hosta has cleared the field, so he looks like he should be to take this unless something drastic happens. But Tia on the far left is the lone female in the pack, but she is looking to get ahead of the men she's chasing on the right side of your screen.
This is that aspect of a race that no one really looks forward to, Chase. Although you want to fight and scrap for points, this little kick here where you got to increase the intensity, increase the violence of your kick and the frequency of that arm stroke. It's one of the last things that you actually want to do because of how destructive it can be physically on your body from a recovery standpoint for the rest of the week. So someone like Yella, someone like Tia that find themselves outstretched with a buffer on their peers, huge advantage.
The Hosta coming in. About 15 meters left to go. We'll have to exit the ramp and cross the finish line, so a little bit of sprint towards the end. And that will play a factor because the chasing pack of men are about 3 or 4 wide as Tia is the lone female in the field. That's Yellow Hosta. Feet on the ground. Across the finish line. And Yellow Hosta will kick off his 2024 CrossFit Games with his second career event win.
Well earned there by Yellow.
See Toomey in the orange cap on the left. No one else in sight. The question for the men, who's going to get second? Who's going to get third? Tia, third overall with the group.
Tia beat almost all the dudes.
We can see everyone's speed start to intensify, just like we mentioned, naturally would. It's the final stretch of the race.
It's a low level bit.
Second coming out of the water. That might be another big boy in the field. That is Brent Zakowski. Brent Zakowski, who won Run Swim Run in 2017, will take seconds. And Tia Toomey, 6-time CrossFit Games champion, her 7th event win with the swim. 16th event 1 win. 36 total wins for Tia Toomey. Krenikoff in third. And Tia Toomey, like she never left, making a statement early here for the women. And Ricky Garrard will take 4. Great start for Ricky Garrard. Yellow Hosta, Brent Fikowski, Roman Krenikoff, Ricky Garrard. Saxon Panchek's out of the water.
Great start for Saxon.
Just underneath the 39-minute mark.
Chase, here's the question. There was a man we were looking for. How's he going to start the weekend?
It's like
Where's Matt Vellner?
the Marines is up there in the top 5. So what a start for the Brazilian. And our second women coming in. And there's James Spray.
James Craig, a sophomore athlete.
Go for 2 more.
Well, yes.
Make it 13 rounds for good luck.
11 consecutive CrossFit Games. Only 8 full savers. Chris Ibarra is now out of the water. That was Bethany Flores in second place.
He's fared well. Has a good history with run swims.
Bethany Flores, whose best finish at the CrossFit Games was second in Reamer 1 in 2019. Will get a second place here in run swim. Justin Adaris, your back-to-back 2021-2022 champ is out of the water. Here comes Cole Sager.
Cole Sager representing the football players.
Cole Sager, also his 11th consecutive CrossFit Games. No other athlete in the history of the sport has qualified individually for 11 straight in the same BKG in the same CrossFit Games.
1 more.
Second is Emily Walton in third, and here comes Emma Tall. Great start for Emma Tall, former swimming background, obviously with Emily Walton with her endurance background. Here comes Travis Mayer, old guy sitting up there in the top part of this. And Alan Pepper just ahead of him.
Travis Mayer heading towards that finish line.
Gracie Wall, one of your top 5 picks to do well in this event.
Knew she would do well in the water, just depending on where she would come out with the run. So yeah, was able to do exactly what she probably expected to do.
Past the 41-minute mark, Ruka Jr. is now out of the water. As we get closer to the
All right, guys.
second tier,
That was 13 rounds.
start getting closer and
A
closer.
total of 126 reps. Shows are hard. Nail their hard shoes us. And I'll see you back here on day 703 of 100 burpees a day.
Daisy McDonald, welcome to the CrossFit Games, rookie. Here comes Haley Adams.
Haley.
Evan Havalainen. And there.